I tried Facebook Marketplace dropshipping for 30 days. And in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you my 30-day honest results, how much time did I actually put in, and I will be answering the question, should you start Facebook Marketplace dropshipping? So by the end of this video, you are going to know whether or not it's right for you. And for all of you that do decide to do this, you're going to want to make sure that you stick around to the end of the video because I have something that's really going to help you guys out. Let's get into it. What's up guys, my name is Kris and on this channel I talk all things online money. And I think it is incredibly important not only for employed people but self-employed people as well to have multiple streams of income. And the goal of this channel is to show you guys all of the ways that I'm making money online that you can use as well to help you do the things in life that you actually love and care about. Now if you're watching this video, you probably already know by the title or thumbnail how much I already made. And it was just under $1,100 in my first 30 days. And at the time of me filming this, it is 100% passive. Now, if you are thinking that this sounds too good to be true, be sure to wait till later on in the video. I do go over some of those cons. However, before we do that, I want to get into what actually Facebook Marketplace Dropshipping or FMDP actually is. All Facebook Marketplace Dropshipping is finding things for sale on eBay or Amazon, listing those on Facebook Marketplace for a markup. When someone buys that product on Facebook Marketplace, you then go to the listing on eBay or Amazon, you purchase it, you put in that person's address on Facebook Marketplace, and then you have that item shipped from them on eBay or Amazon, and then you keep the profit that's left over from that Facebook item. And so let me rewind a little bit and talk about how did I even come across this? Well, I did an interview about a month ago with some guys at Sellozo. It's an Amazon PPC company. And one of the guys there was mentioning, I love always asking people, what are some things you're excited about? What are some side hustles, new business opportunities that you want to talk about? And he offhandedly mentioned Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. And the thing is that I didn't really take it too seriously until after the call. So it's not recorded, but he mentioned how he had dozens and dozens of orders to fulfill. And that's when the light bulb really clicked and I thought, okay, there's might be some serious money to make here. So that's when I went to the drawing board of how can I actually get started doing this? It sounds easy enough, but there are three main obstacles that I came across when doing this. And number one is, how do I find products that will actually sell on Facebook Marketplace? Number two is, how do I stay within Facebook's terms of service and guidelines? Because there are definitely some terms of service that you have to abide by in order to make sure that your account doesn't get shut down. And lastly, and for some of you out here, you might be able to relate, is time. I'm a very busy guy. I run a couple of different businesses and time is a very precious commodity. So I don't have a lot of time to spend on side hustles like these. So pretty much anything I'm looking at has to be automated or almost automated in the process. So that's when I hit up the sites Upwork and Fiverr. And if you're not familiar with those sites, these are freelancing sites. You can find already skilled employees to do jobs for you that you do not know how to do yourself. And I do believe there is a time and place when you should learn something yourself versus automating it right out of the gate. And this to me was one of those times where I just wanted to get it going right out of the gate as passive as possible. And I was willing to pay a fee to do that. Now I'm going to be going over my numbers because there's going to be two different scenarios here. I tested out 11 different people for this job. And right now I'm currently only working with two. Now the two that I'm working with, we're gonna go ahead and call guy number one and guy number two. Guy number one, we're gonna say he's an expert and he charges a 40% fee off of profit. That meaning that if he doesn't make any profit, he's not going to make any money, which I thought was pretty cool. And then there's another guy who's hourly that I pay $5 an hour to do this for me. Now the expert has been doing this for a year and a half. He has over 20 plus clients and he knows the terms of service with Facebook very well. The other guy, there have been instances where the expert has called me out on some issues of his listings or some other things. Now, the other 9 people I tried did not work for one reason or another. I tried them out for a week and they did not get any sales. So these two I've really narrowed down and I'm pretty pumped with them. And my goal with this project is to make $1,600 profit, which will pay for my rent and utilities. Now, at the time of me doing this, I made just under $1,100 in my first 30 days. And the first week, I only made $30. Now, I went ahead and I was pretty pumped about this because at this point, I really didn't put in too much time into this and it was pretty passive. I made $30 my first week and I posted it in my Facebook group just asking, hey, does anyone do Facebook Marketplace dropshipping? And the responses were pretty overwhelming, to be honest. There were some of you guys in the Facebook group who were saying that you've made anywhere from 6K to 13K in 1 month. And I commented on the post and I said, hey, are you talking about, is that revenue? And you guys clarified, some of you clarified that that was profit. And so I just want you guys watching this to understand the magnitude of what is possible here. I am about 6 weeks into this and I've made another about $1,000 this month doing this. So it looks like this month is going to be better than last month. Now, before I break down the hourly guy versus the commission guy, and so you can kind of understand maybe what route you want to go, I want to talk about what are they actually doing. So they're doing absolutely everything, which means they're finding the products, they're listing the products, they're dealing with, customer questions, email management, dealing with sometimes returns, and as well as updating the tracking, because you have to update tracking inside of Facebook Marketplace within a certain time frame in order for your account to not get suspended. So as you guys can see here, I have two different sheets. So this right here is the expert. So I've made, right here, I have made $892. This is from the commission guy and the guy who charges 40% commission. And then in order to make that $892 profit, I had to spend about $2,300. So you can do the ROI on that. It's about 30%. And you can see here, the number of orders and how it really starts picking up. It really snowballs. So the first week or two, you're kind of building up that account and then it really starts building up steam. Now, obviously I had to pay him 40% of the $900, but then I have this other guy. This is the hourly guy. And on this guy, I've made $852 profit. Now this is also including 2 weeks this month, but it came out to be about $1,100 in the first month. And this does take out his hourly rate. So the way I see this going forward, I think I can make about 20% more with the hourly guy. However, I still think I'm going to keep the commission guy on, because the thing is that if I don't make money, he doesn't make money. And he has a really good understanding of the Facebook store. There was the time where guy number 2 was using Walmart.com, and I was told to not use Walmart.com because your Walmart purchasing account can get suspended, which will then you can't fulfill orders have to get canceled. And that's exactly what happened. We had to find the items on Amazon after my purchasing account at Walmart got suspended, which is something I'm used to. I did online arbitrage for about 1.5 years, purchasing mass quantities from retail stores. So I had a number of my purchasing accounts at one point or another get suspended. It does make sense to me that Walmart is trying to prevent things like this, resellers from entering in their marketplace. And this leads me into the cons of Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, right? Like, what kind of business opportunity can you just start with no skill and make $1,000 your first month? I don't know many, but there are some cons I want to talk with you about before you consider if this is right for you. The first one being that if you do not abide by Facebook Marketplace's rules, you could not only get your marketplace shut down, but you could potentially get your Facebook account shut down as well. That's why when you are dealing with people on Upwork, you need to make sure that they're well versed in this and that they understand the implications of how to deal with that. From the research I've done and the people I've talked to who've done this for a substantial amount of time, it seems like it happens to everyone that does it for a longer period of time. So you do need to be aware of that. Number 2 is you do have to give them some sensitive information if you do really want this to work. The main thing that you have to give up is access to your Facebook. And think about it like this, right? Like, why would they need us if they could just do this all themselves? And that's because there are a finite number of Facebook accounts. However, you can make a new Facebook account for this. However, you're going to face some huge restrictions in terms of the shipping features and whatnot, and that will not be granted to you until about a month to 2 months in of you getting your new account. And even then, you're still going to be facing an uphill battle. So that's a mandatory, you pretty much have to do that. Now, something else if you have to give up if you want to make it passive is access to your eBay and PayPal. I did not do this at first. I was fulfilling all of the orders myself about 3 weeks in just to see how this really went and the operations, and I did not know these guys. But after about the 3rd week mark, I saw that, hey, we're getting orders, I'm getting payouts, they haven't even been paid yet. It's kind of set up to where everybody has to win. Because the thing is that I'm not paying the commission guy or the hourly guy until I get my daily Facebook payouts. If I want to continue working with them, I have to pay them and vice versa. So it's really set up to be a win-win scenario. Now, in summary, when something seems too good to be true, I was taught it usually is. And I do think that this is something temporary. I don't know if this will be around in the next 12 months, but I do think it is a good opportunity for a few of us to make 10 to 20K extra this year, which leads me into, for all of you who think that this might be for you, I will be referring out my expert guy, the guy who charges the 40% commission. I am charging a small fee and I will be accepting up to 20 people that are interested in doing this. Now, some stipulations to this are you have to have an active Facebook account. You have to be from North America, so Canada, Mexico, or United States. And that's pretty much it. So if you are interested in that, check the description in the link below. Every Monday, I have a new video going out. Every Saturday is a live stream in the Facebook group. So be sure to check that out. I'm not doing live streams here on YouTube anymore, and interviews every Wednesday. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time.